Taylor, Dirty Paul Bag and Kevin Webster getting together for your listening pleasure. Pick a topic, say what we like. We're basically sitting round and talking shite. Woo! Okay, welcome to Three Tits and a Mic.
I'll be Mike.
Three Tits and a Kevin.
You're from me already.
It's alright.
This is the podcast.
As I keep saying.
We're going to meet up every now and again and have a chat about the important things that affect us in our life. I'm joined by three of my friends, I like to say. Colleagues. We've got Dale.
Hello.
Kevin Webster.
Hello.
Paul Bag. And I'm Dirky Brown. So, basically what we're going to do, we're going to pick a topic each and discuss it and try and...
bit of music as well,
bit of music in between each topic. So hopefully we'll have some humorous and...
Who have we got on the show this week? Music-wise.
Oh yeah. Our guest band this week is the Glass Poppies. I don't know, you might have heard of them. They're quite good. I think the bass player's got a bit of a weird face of it. A few complaints about that, I think. But no, I joke.
Right.
Okay, right. So I kick it off then.
What's that?
You're the bass player.
Yes.
I'm trying to keep his.
Don't know who I am though. It's not me.
That's why it's got an alias.
You.
Yes.
Yeah.
You.
Right. Anyway, I'll kick us off.
God, then have you got a subject?
I've got quite a good, intriguing subject here.
Do I know this subject?
You might. Well, you'll find out. It's happened to me a couple of times, and each time it's happened, it's left me quite distressed and shocked. And that's basically, have you ever shit yourself?
Are you asking?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you about my experiences first if you want, and you can tell me about yours if you want.
What quality?
Or if you've had to take a shit in an emergency shit anywhere, like in a bush or something.
Shoe.
In a shoe. Basically, I was in emergency shoe shit.
And then putting it back on.
Yeah, so basically my first time I did it, I was having a fag out my window and I just had my dressing gown on and some boxes and my mate in the room, he was playing Pro Evo, and I did a fart and a bit of shit came out. So I had to go to the toilet and clean myself up and put some new boxes on.
Did he see it?
And when I came back upstairs and he knew something had happened, he looked at me as if to say, what happened?
Could he smell it as well?
He said I had a look at my face like I'd been touched in the wrong place by a man. That's the face I had. I don't know how he knew that face.
He's
been touched by now.
I think his dad was a bit weird, so I think he might have been touched. His name was... the second time it happened to me, I was in Turkey. And just walking down the street, I had my shorts on, no pants on, just letting the breeze flash through me bollocks and that. It was quite nice. And then same again, farted. Bit of shit came out.
Bit of cracknell.
But this time I was about 10 minutes away from the apartment, so I had to sort of like...
Was it runny or was it hard?
Well, I kind of like got my hand in the crack and caught it.
It's going to have to be runny.
So I had to plug it. Yeah, it was runny.
Was it like we were talking about today when your stomach goes drops and then...
Well, no, because I was
Spastic colon.
That's the thing, it sort of caught me out. It was like, it just felt like it was going to be a normal fart, and it was like, oh god! And I sort of had to sort of like wedge my hand in between my ass cheeks to plug it and then get back home and clean up. So yeah, that's my experience of shitting myself. So I pass the question on to any of you. Have you ever?
I've done it.
Yourself?
I have. After work once, I worked in a restaurant and in the kitchen. It was just like it gets sweaty in there. Just imagine. I was waiting for the bus after work, and then same thing happened. Went to fart and shat myself, and had to get on the bus. It was only like it wasn't like rubber like rolled down my leg or anything. But, it was there.
Yeah, but
I was conscious, and I was total. Oh no!
That's a normal occurrence.
This was like when I was at uni, you know.
Just leave the stain on the seat.
No. It wasn't. You know what it's like. You know what it's like.
Journey that
it's like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's
Stood up at the front,
Was it like from-
scared to move.
Oh, you can't sit down, can you?
Scared
You
to
can't
move.
sit
Was
down.
it
you
dripping
don't
out
know.
of your foot?
Oh. No.
Yeah, but the thing is, bus is full of like people like that, though, isn't it?
It just probably not broken the fucking cheek. Not broken the air of the cheek.
Yeah.
Cheek
That's what
hair.
your anal rug must be for.
Cheek
Catch
hair.
shit when you shart.
I've never done it, but I've farted in like a little like wickies flown out or something. But
A wiki.
I've not.
That was, you must have been.
That's hard shit.
You must have
isn't
been.
it? You must have some
Yeah,
hard
no,
shit
it's
stored
something
in your
else.
ass.
going.
It's like hanging off the hairs. But
No.
I've heard of. I heard a story though. I heard a story of this lad. He went to the pub. And he must have shut his pants in the pub in the beer garden. And he's like, oh, I just need to go for a wee. So he's like walked to the toilet,
A wee.
waddled off, and a wee. And then he's got to,
I do it pisses.
he's got to the toilet. He's got to the toilet and he's taking his kecks off. There's like a skylight window, so he's chucked him out. And he's come back down and like, oh, you take it. He's like, what, in him up? And he chucked his kecks and he landed on the table. He was sat down and drinking.
Who was that though?
I think it's on camera, isn't it?
Oh, I said that guy's name who got touched by his father.
I didn't.
Is that real?
Johnny, yeah.
Alright, well, you got to give us a clue as to your
At least give us his surname and address.
Address. Give me surname and address.
That sounds like what? Is that a real story? Is that a real story?
That's well, real through somebody else.
Real.
Cold.
It just seems unbelievable.
Cold.
What about no? Actually, what about have you ever got to have a shit in like a place when you've been caught short? Like,
I've had a turn right. I got caught short in when I was in Australia. Went to a park in Melbourne, and it was like a public toilet. And I sat down and went, and then I started to clear it up, right? And then I looked to get the toilet roll, and guess what was there? A little eyeball. Someone was watching me.
someone getting off. So like, yeah, go on, shit.
Australia.
Fucking around.
Would you like like an?
Oh my god.
Oh.
What'd you do?
I just
He put his cock through it.
I just got out there. I got out there. She was
You fucking dirty bastard! It's like, you never like react.
Oh,
that's pretty shocking though. You don't expect that, do you?
Total.
Here's my brown
Are you
eyes.
sure? Are you sure that actually happened as well? You saw
Yeah,
the
it's
eyeball.
because I could hear the
You saw
person-
the eyeball.
Well, maybe not actually see eyeball. I knew there was someone looking through it. You know that. It
Pulling his pud.
was his eyeball.
his
Yeah.
tongue was coming through it.
At that time when we were in Bubbles,
Yeah.
like about 4 lads in Bubbles. This is alright as a side note, isn't it?
Yeah, we were about 12.
Well, yeah, 12. And, you
The people know
they were like,
these
wood,
stories,
imagine this, it's like a lockers.
Yeah, them changing
And there
rooms.
was changing rooms
Yeah.
and the little, sometimes you get knots in the wood and then
Yeah,
pop out.
just pop them
And
through.
it was
like-
just big massive guts, so we were just like 4 or 5 lads at Bubbles, like staring at this woman like
Yeah,
shades on.
massive
She
knockers
was
as well,
proper
didn't she?
fucking like well heavy, like oh it's just amazing.
Yeah,
We were just
it's
like
like, wow.
bound for eye space.
Get the fuck out!
Someone got some like a sauce sachet put on the back of my head.
Danny
Yeah,
that.
so get his eye in there.
Shit.
Yeah,
Jack
so
Hawkins.
first
sauce
time
on
you've
my back.
seen like a woman's body right there.
That was amazing.
Anyway, got
How
off
old was she?
subject.
What, 87?
No, she was
Fat,
she was like late 30s.
Anyway, got off subject.
Mum-
What about you, Ben?
mum
You shit your
fest.
pants?
I think I have done it. I think it was at school. And I
What
had to-
did you call him then?
Sorry, Kevin. Ben
Happy sack.
Webster. Oh, sorry, yeah.
What was that?
What's that?
Yeah, I think I did it at school at lunchtime. I think common room. And I had to, like it was a bit wet, so I had to go and obviously got to the toilet and clean myself. And I think I just put my boxes in the bin.
I think I was saying put them back on.
Clean them and put them back on.
So this was at work, at school.
So school, yeah. I think
Sold
it was
it
at
so
sixth
when
form,
When he
yeah.
says school, he means work. And when he says a couple of years ago, he means last week.
Last week.
That's why you have to leave your job.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who he is
Yeah.
now. He just took the piece together. He called him his name. And
And what school I go to.
I did they say school? Should we say the school? No, we'll keep that private, shouldn't we?
We all went to the
I do
same
remember.
school.
I do remember one time though, like Like when you got a bit hammered, you had to find a bush.
Oh no. Oh yeah. That's awful.
So you had to go, did you?
Yeah, I ended up shitting my pants because I was... No, not my pants. I was just like in the fucking bushes shitting. Just because it was so drunk. I was so fucking drunk. I think it was one of the most drunk times I've ever been. When you're young.
I had to shit at the job. I was doing it outside, back of the house. I'm a painter, by the way. And yeah, no one was in. They was desperate for a shit. So the wall was about 5 foot high, down the back alley, if you can picture it. I had to and there's houses overlooking it as well.
Yeah.
So I had to go behind the wall and like wedge my arse into like a 10-litre tub of paint. And it's fucking don't know when it comes out in like one go. You know, it's like just.
Did you not fill it with some water or something?
No, it's when you know, into the tub. Because it was a plastic tub, it echoed.
Was you trying to change the colour of the paint?
Walnut.
What was it?
Try walnut.
Walnut, yeah.
Blood red.
You went potato cake.
So yeah, but then I couldn't leave it there either, so I had to put the lid on and put it in my van.
Oh.
And then bring it home.
Have you ever been to the toilet
You bring in the house.
the festival?
Didn't have to, that's what I did.
Yeah.
No, like the green fields. Did you go to the toilets in the green field?
Yeah, when you stand over that hole.
You have to stand over it and hold it like that, and you just.
You're so paranoid that it's going to go down your leg, aren't you?
It's all a Karate Kid.
Not nice. Not when you do it like 3 o'clock in the
I
morning.
had this shit there, yeah.
After like loads of beers, like
It's just the whole.
This is ace. Well worth it.
Remember put that cat shit on your coat?
Yeah, that was a
job.
fun job.
That was great, wasn't it?
Fun prank, wasn't it? That's when it started getting a bit excessive out there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasps surrounding my cup on my brew.
Yeah, I made you a brew and put loads of wasps around it.
And
There you go.
cat shit on my coat. That was great.
Good old days.
Yeah, miss you.
Cat food bolognese.
So yeah, I think that concludes that segment. Everyone happy with that? Anything else to add by anybody? You know,
What a first fucking segment.
I can't really think of
any more stories? I reckon you must have shit yourself.
I've done it before, actually.
Maybe, but I can't remember doing it.
I got caught at a customer's house and I wasn't allowed to use the toilet, so I had to go in my bucket
Oh, yeah, they have.
and case it with fucking plaster, which is good, actually.
Fossilised
Just left it as rubble. It's quite good.
It's still there now.
Best way is
It will be.
dispose of a turd.
Well, I then just my waist on top of it. Ace.
I remember coming to your house when you lived round the corner and having a shit and then leaving.
Yeah, it's coming pop in, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
They used to do that quite a lot.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Just come round, just knock on my door, have a shit and then leave.
Yeah, just left it.
What about when we tried to get the bond back from that house?
The what?
The bond back from that house.
The bond.
Isham.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I let Mark. I basically.
Did he shit under the floorboard?
I cleaned everything top to bottom. We both
Carpet
had.
cleaned it.
Totally cleaned it, right?
It's still fucked you.
And the woman come round. She said, "I'm coming round at 2 o'clock." I said,
No, it's 4:30 she was coming out.
4:30. I'm at work, but my brother will come round and let you in. So he went round at probably 4 o'clock or whatever time.
I've been at work all day. Like.
What is this to get
Just
to
to
your
inspect
house?
it.
Just, yeah, like the last viewing before we left, sort of thing.
Anyway, Mark decided he needed a turd at that cup or somewhere.
No,
Just called him by his name.
Oh, sorry.
I'll have to edit that out.
I've been
Definitely.
holding his shit in all day, and I got there at 4 o'clock, and Joe, it's at the point where it's like,
Peanut splitting it.
and I thought, and they were supposed to be there at 4, and it got to 4:15, they still hadn't come. I was like, I'm going to have to fucking do it. They're running late, aren't they?
You took your ass for a
And
piss
I
then.
blasted it, yeah.
And guess what? We didn't get our bond because it needed deep cleaning because it stunk. And the toilet was brown.
Well, they walked around.
Was this at Old Hall?
Yeah, they walked around, they looked in each room. I actually said to him, look, I apologise, but I've got a bad stomach, I had to use the toilet. I don't think he acknowledged it.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, we'll just look in the bathroom. And he fucking like, letting their head in. But straight away you can see. You can see.
And they were like that. My eyes!
You can see she put her head in. And it was a fucking ripe shit.
It burns.
The next card comes out red as fuck. Cooked head.
Yeah, then Matt told me that I didn't get our bond back. I'm like, I don't understand it because I totally cleaned it. And you didn't tell me for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And I rang them and said, They accused me of being dirty.
They said it smelled funny in the house.
Not dirty, I've clipped. So we was having the light going, and we didn't get our bond back, but then 2 years later, so you actually owe me 75 quid or whatever it was.
Keep the barbecue.
Keep the barbecue.
How much was the bomb?
I don't know. It's money. Right, shall we stop it there?
Yeah, we'll stop it there. So that's the first segment. This is a track from the Glass Poppies.
Sticking this place out for days. If we get away with this, I'll be amazed. Waiting for the guy to go out for a bag. Got 3 minutes 45 till he gets back to crack the safe, empty tills and get out fast. Keep the motor running, we'll be back in flash. Gotta take this money and run before the cops come. Gotta keep our mask on before they catch up. Take this money and run before the cops come. Gotta keep our mask on before the SWAT. CCTV as we get outside, waving at the guide as we get in our ride, leaving the alarms and the dust behind. Stealing from the rich just to get to the poor, yeah, gonna robbing a bit, but we won't do no more. This was just to show you security's close. Gotta take this money and run before the cops come. Gotta keep our masks on before they catch up. Take this money and run before the cops come. Gotta keep our masks on before they catch up. Out for days. If we get away with this, I'll be amazed. Playing up the God just so we wouldn't blab. Another usual suspect line. This is how we gotta follow alibis. Better check your savings cause you might be surprised. Gotta take this money and run before the cops come. Gotta keep our masks on before they catch up. Take this money and run before the cops come. Gotta keep our masks on before they catch up.
Welcome back. That was the Glass Puppy. Digging it.
Did you like that?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's good.
Do you like that?
We'll have another one later on.
Did anybody else like that?
Yeah,
It's
great.
good, wasn't it? I like the bass. the lyrics.
I
Are
like
great.
the face from the bass. Right.
It sounds
Okay.
like Ian Brown.
With the bass. Don't know. See the match last night?
Don't know.
Nah, I don't know.
Which one? Which
Who
one?
played?
Which one?
Right.
Order. Order.
You ready? Paul Banks' question. Right. If you stood on top of a train travelling 100 miles per hour, in your hand you had a gun which could project a bullet at 100 miles per hour. If an enemy or a Manchester United fan was stood next to the track, your train was hurtling down with you on top of the train. If you were facing forward on top of the train, right, and then you're approaching the enemy, you fired your gun, the bullet go through his head at 200 miles per hour.
I think
right?
he would, wouldn't it? I know.
Okay, so, but if you were facing backwards as you went past the enemy and fired at him, would the bullet just drop out your gun?
Well,
Because you're going 100 miles per hour on the train, your bullet's 100 miles per hour, so would it dismiss each other? Yeah, exactly. Would you actually hit the person?
Shoot backwards from the train.
Yeah, but if you're going 100 miles an hour and your bullet's going 100 miles an hour that way, does it negate itself? I don't know.
Some proper clever bastard could well end
I don't-
this.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I
physics
don't
in
know.
the
I know what
head.
you mean.
So if you fired at someone normally, right, and you shot him and he's got,
It'd be going 200 miles an hour, wouldn't it?
would it blow their head off? Like,
don't know.
blow their head off? Because you're
I
doubly
suppose-
as
I
fast.
suppose you're going
You're going
200,
to-
aren't you?
If you're going 100 miles an hour as you stand, and then you're firing it at 100 miles an hour,
No, but
is
like,
that 200 miles an hour? So your bullet's turned into like a surface-to-air missile, and it takes someone's head and just like turns it into like a
Yeah,
top
but-
of a pineapple.
Surely you'd have to find out how
Oh.
quick a bullet fires, though, wouldn't you?
I mean,
No,
plus,
I'm just an example.
Oh, right, okay.
probably like,
yeah.
I mean,
Speed, like,
does it gradually get 200 miles an hour, or does it leave the barrel at a faster speed? Because if you go firing backwards, you might
Straight away, I think.
fire it, it might go.
it's probably just...
No,
it's
because
all-
the gunpowder's blasted it,
So
and
when
it's
does it
instantly.
start slowing down? Does it always speed up until...
Well, and what I'm saying is, like, you're going on this train and you're only about a couple of metres away from this guy as you go past, so there's not a big distance. So as soon as you come out the gun, it's 100 miles an hour. You're going 100 miles an hour. What
Yeah.
happens? What happens?
What happens?
Does anyone know? Or you just-
I think I don't know. It's
Um,
well, I think firing forward, it'd go. The
Double
way
fast.
I'm thinking that, it'd go 200 miles an hour.
Well, if you
and
say that,
destroy the
then it
person's
must.
face.
So if you fired it, would it just go out the end of the barrel? Or would it come out a little bit and then just the force of the air would just
I guess
stop
it would go and only go 200 miles an hour, wouldn't it? I guess.
forward?
Yeah.
What about backwards? Like if your train's going forward but you fire backwards. Is that
Or would it just travel half the distance it would if it was going the other way?
So
yeah, like you'd be stood there with the bullet go, okay, yeah, and just drop it on your face. Which brings me to my next point. We'll discuss this as well. Point 2
As one.
of bullet argument.
as what?
If you had a gun which had a range of 1 mile, alright, when you shot it, and you shot this at a village with a clean range of sight,
Only kids and women.
what would happen if you shot the village and a man was stood 1 mile and 1 millimetre away from you? Would the bullet land harmlessly?
1 millimetre.
1 millimetre. Would the bullet
What?
land harmlessly
Oh, wait a
at his feet,
Wait a minute.
or would it simply tap him on the head? Or
Someone doesn't know what a millimetre is.
I work in inches.
or could he catch it in his teeth?
Well, would it,
Could it land on his
would it
feet,
gradually
float on his-
lose?
Could he catch it? What?
Would it gradually
Could it
lose
catch
like
Yeah, it
velocity? on it?
Yes, it wouldn't just
land-
go... boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. It'd land at his
Cartoon.
feet, wouldn't it?
So it
Like
skids to his feet.
chip his toe. If he's like it's a scruffy village, you might wear sandals, so it might
You're,
just chip his toe.
you're thinking in terms of, like, Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roger
like-
Rabbit.
Like Roadrunner and shit.
Hey, it's just a question.
No.
It's just a question. Anyway, by the way,
I would like to see...
I brought my Uzi. Should we experiment?
I don't know. I mean, I got shot in the face once.
Oh, I did. I shot someone.
Tell
Do you
them
remember
you
them? Do you remember them little?
Shot me in the eye. I got shot in the eye.
Do you remember them BB guns?
As a lesson.
As a lesson,
As a
yeah.
lesson. Because you know why? Because he didn't have his goggles on.
I was reloading my gun with ball bearings, and because I didn't have my goggles on, he shot me in the face.
Who did?
My friend.
Someone that he...
I did exactly the same to someone.
I was half an inch away from
You
being
did
blinded.
I changed the ball bearing to a carpet tack, right? And I fired an air pistol carpet tack at somebody, and it hit me in the neck. It stuck in his neck, carpet tack, and it was from about 2 meters away. So it's kind of like. if
So
I-
it was enough force to...
I should have really shot him a bit further, and it would have got like is it the pulmonary artery or whatever, and that probably killed him.
Was this with your gat gun? That black
that one that you had
Where was
Yeah.
Where was this?
in the bedroom upstairs?
In Nahum.
Who was
I
it?
can't tell you.
I once shot your neighbour in someone's house where we used to play snooker. He had like a pump action rifle, and like the more you pumped it, the harder it went. and I was at one end of the snooker table pumping it, like behind. And like someone was like just threatening me, saying turn around, do this, do that. He had a fucking normal gang gun. I spun round with his fucking pumped up fucking rifle. I just shot him and it's fucking fired into his hand. Stuck there. And we made up an elaborate story that he got attacked by some kids.
What is it you fired?
I fired it at a rifle air.
No, what
ball
was
bearing.
the belly? Oh, ball bearing.
It's still got his hand now.
He got stuck in his hand. And he went home crying home to his mum.
Did they do like a Rambo operation?
Yeah, get
seal
to
the
know.
petrol and
I've I've been so bad to that kid. I feel like I have to apologise to him.
I was. Is it the same one I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
I was being bad to him as well.
I used to make him wrestle with people, didn't I? In the sandpit. Was it you?
Yeah, me. I had a fight. No, Delhi lured him out.
I got
Do you remember the golf ball?
house.
Do you remember the golf ball?
Oh, that was fantastic.
Catch it!
Well, we're at Moss Field with hitting golf balls.
Craig David.
Told Gav to go to the other hand and catch it, and he caught it, and he went for his hand and smacked him in his teeth. He went, oh! He's been proper abused,
How
hasn't
did
he?
he catch him in his teeth?
He caught it because he was going so
He left his
fast.
hands
Through his
open like
arm.
that. So it like
Through his arm.
Yeah, through his hand, like, I catch a ball like that, fucking showing my teeth. So yeah, that was.
I don't know, he was a weird one, wasn't he? Cause
We've gone off my little bullet thing.
Oh,
Was that boring or something? Like boring?
I just can't work it out.
Well,
Which
what happens when you shoot up in the air as well? You know, in like Arab countries, you go
Yeah, that reaches a certain height and then it comes back down.
terminal velocity when it comes down, but it must hit someone on the head.
what, when it lands?
yeah, that would still kill someone,
go
wouldn't
through
it?
someone's head.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
absolutely.
If you dropped a penny off Blackpool
Oh, I've
Towers,
got terminal velocity pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah, but isn't it just like
Bit of metal that's
isn't
flying
it
through the
just,
air.
it's not, it's just an empty shell.
Yeah, but if you chucked a 5p off the Empire State Building, that'd go through someone's head, wouldn't it? Or it cause them a bit of damage,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
it'd go on your head, wouldn't it?
It probably.
I don't know, it depends on the breeze that day, surely.
No, but what I'm saying is, if it hits someone on the head at the bottom, wherever it lands.
Yeah,
If it's
alright. So, would it go through? How far would it go through the head then? Like,
Okay,
to what point would it stop?
I reckon it'd fracture your skull. Don't think it'd get through your
A
skull.
5p would fracture your skull. If it's a golf ball,
If it's a golf ball.
you'd have a crate
Would
in
it
your
fracture
head, I
your
reckon.
skull? Wouldn't it just stick in like a fucking
Yeah, but it's split. It's got,
Crack it, wouldn't it? Yeah.
like a money box?
Probably like
if it was a breeze block,
stroke.
Stroke. Yeah.
proper mash.
You give someone a stroke with a 5p.
I reckon so.
Yeah, golf ball,
I
you
don't
give someone
know.
brain
Has it ever
damage.
happened?
No, I don't
Has it
think
ever? Has it ever happened?
Well, like, I mean, what you said about
I don't think
like you were saying about the wind. If it's surely it would carry it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
so it's still going.
Yeah,
it's
but
still going down.
that'd take some of the impact out as well, some of the velocity that people can run it.
So it would keep changing, wouldn't it? The velocity of it.
Fucking food's ghost.
So I mean, I can ask.
That's Jeeves or
Just to ask.
It's not good radio,
Ask
though, is
Worcester
it?
or whatever.
No.
Oh yeah,
you should be
well,
happy.
yeah. You should just keep talking, and I will get you this knowledge.
This
The Blast
Marvel-
Pop is on in another 5 minutes anyway. So.
That,
But I'll tell you what, we'll go to another song, and then
No,
I'll
we're
check
only,
it.
we're only 10 minutes into the second half, so
Are we?
just keep going, keep
I
going.
was going to say I could check it in the break.
Well, you can.
But it's an interesting one because
Right, go on.
when they first, for instance, when they first had the idea of driving in a car, they were like, "Oh, you'll end up suffocating because the breath will be taken away
Yeah,
from
yeah.
you at 30 miles an hour." You know, so
Okay, well, let's just take that again, right? So you're on a train, right? On the train carriage, and you're going on a train track.
stick your head out the window.
No, when you get out of your seat and walk to the front, right, you walk with the train, don't you?
But that's the thing about humans as well. They have no perception of like you can be
What?
stood still and something can be going past you and you don't know whether you're moving or not.
What happens if in the aisle you jumped up? Would you move back a bit,
No, but
or
you
would you
can't-
carry on? Are you in like a compressed
I guess
space?
I guess you would do, but
Would you?
yeah, but it wouldn't be much, would it?
Would you not?
I
What
don't
if
think
you
so.
got suspended somehow for like
you
3
travel,
seconds?
you're
Would you hit the back of
you're
the train?
travelling relative to
Because
the
train's
train,
moving.
though, aren't
That's
you?
what I'm thinking. Is it because you're in a compressed
I don't
space?
think you would slowly move backwards. No. You're in a. I don't
But
know.
what if you're on top of the train?
But that's like being in an elevator, isn't it? And jumping before you're at the bottom.
Like a plane crash. If you could
Yeah,
judge
like,
it
you could-
as a plane crash and you jumped out 100 metres before you crash,
Yeah.
would you just break a few bones?
Well,
I think every
depends how
child
fast the
thinks
plane's
that,
coming
don't
down, wouldn't
they?
it?
Every child thinks that, don't they? I
If
think,
you didn't get hit by like the engine or like,
Right.
is that
Huge
when
alarm.
is that to the point when you think you're invincible? Like,
No, it's just a question.
I've
I think about these
got a
questions.
little bit of
I probably
a little
couldn't-
bit of theory here. Like,
probably couldn't.
if you dropped a penny off the Eiffel Tower, basically this person's saying it's a myth because there's loads of factors that could affect it.
On then what?
Well, wind,
Yeah,
height,
but-
obviously height, but it just says if it was
What was you thinking of?
if there was no wind, perfect conditions, and you dropped it
Gravity,
straight down,
space.
it could kill somebody. But talking in real terms, there's no way it could happen because there's too many outside
Yeah.
factors that could stop it from
Bollocks.
happening.
Because if you compacted loads of people around the Empire State Building, it's going to hit someone.
You're on about
Yeah, no, but that's
maybe
what it's
a
saying though.
vacuum.
If there's wind and stuff like that, he won't.
Oh
get
yeah,
enough-
it's
He
yeah.
won't get
understand
enough-
it's
he won't go
total
at enough
probability
speed.
is massively
Yeah,
not
but
going to happen.
It says if it was like an airless Earth, no air, obviously that it could.
Well, yeah, but there'd be no gravity then, would there? So.
Well, there isn't there anyway.
Oh
It's
no,
the
don't
Matrix.
get into the. Don't get
So
into it.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's for another
I
discussion.
mean, do you want to find out the real answer to your question or
No,
no?
I'm not even bothered.
It's an intriguing one.
I'm not that bothered, are you?
That
It's
mile,
just a question that I wanted to ask and you haven't even answered it.
that one with
well-
the bullet, it'll go a mile, and then if it went 1 millimetre, I mean, I think that could be pushed along by wind.
What? A bullet?
Yeah, you know, you said that you had that range where you shot it and it went for 1 mile.
Do you not have to take into account the Coriolis effect?
Is that humidity and stuff?
No, it's
I'm
like.
saying if it's a apparently world, like there's no air.
Well, well, apparently, like snipers, when they
Yeah.
fire a gun, a rifle, they have to take into account the.
Yeah, they have that,
consideration
that thing on top of the twist, don't they?
the Coriolis effect. Do you know what that is?
I don't. You said it twice. So
It's the spin of the Earth. They have to take into account the
Oh
spin
my
of the
God.
Earth.
Yeah, because it's such long distances to define across, isn't it?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
So they have to.
That'll be
true.
what? Will that be like a
This is
millimetre
true.
or something?
This is
won't it?
true.
That's why they have that
So
little
you're gonna
dial
hit
thing.
that,
I don't believe it, but like I'm sort of saying this is what they say.
That's
the
what they
Coriolis
say.
effect. The Coriolis
I think you just
effect.
made that. Google
That's-
that word.
How do you spell that?
Coriolis.
Choreography.
Choreography.
Dance moves.
COR.
Snipers have got to check the dance moves before they shoot.
Coriolis.
Well, I'll tell you what then, put it this way,
Corey.
right?
Corey.
If we do have any listeners, can they post any
Are they going to post it because we were
comments?
anonymous?
Comments.
Oh right.
Yeah, comments above our below
Give
our.
us address.
Fuck you, man. What is the point?
There's going to be loads of fucking bleeps in this, in there, editing.
We'll
Yeah.
give.
Too late one. Yeah, leave a comment if you have any answers to any of the questions that we
Oh,
are
you like Terry Wogan? you know.
debating. God rest his soul.
Oh yeah,
Terry
good
Wogan.
point.
I don't like him because he's slagged David Icke.
77. Who said that?
You Terry Wogan?
Yeah. Who said that? You?
I said it just then.
You said David
No,
Icke?
no, no. I said
No,
Terry
yeah, he
Wogan.
did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Is that because he was on his show? When he,
Yeah, he's proper.
I don't know, but
didn't
that.
he?
See, I think that I'm going back and thinking about that. I'm like, thinking of that was staged. And
I remember seeing that though.
Choreography.
When we were talking.
Coriolis.
Jesus, how do you spell that?
Yeah,
C-O-R.
when David Icke was on Terry Wogan,
ILOIS.
and he started talking about
Coriolis.
That's when he was still a
Coriolis.
goalkeeper for Arsenal.
LIS at the
Who's
end.
what? Oh, he was, wasn't he? Yeah, the football.
Effect.
Yeah, good point.
Was
Excuse
it
me?
Arsenal that he was with?
I don't know.
What's this? I was on
David
a
Icke,
good-
he was a goalkeeper.
No, it was a
wasn't
cricket.
yeah,
Yeah,
Coventry.
yeah, it's
he?
called
Coventry, that was it.
I think it was a pundit, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then he had a moment, didn't he? In physics, the Coriolis force is an inertial force, also called a fictitious force, acting on objects which are in motion relative to a rotating reference frame. So, like you say, if the Earth's rotating,
Yeah, but the Earth rotates very slowly.
the force acts
compared
to the left of the
us,
motion
doesn't it?
of the object.
So you're talking like half a millimetre or
So this is
something.
what they say.
An
That,
hour.
There you go.
this is what they say.
There you go.
Snipers have to take into
Check
account.
out the little. Obviously, this is shit. You can't see it.
This
You
is
can't
what,
see
this is what they
people, but
say.
It's
Okay,
basically like
okay.
Snipers have to take into
basically like a
account.
s- yeah.
And wind
It's rubbish.
and
That is rubbish.
Yeah, it's basically just like the rotation of the Earth, isn't it? And
when they've had a kebab.
You've had to come out.
Should we have some more music then now?
Yeah, some more
Should we
music.
stop it for a
Here's some
second?
more
and have
some
music?
more from the Glass Puppies.
Where we go, where we
Right, what a good song that was, eh?
Rock,
Yeah.
didn't it? That's going to fucking sound rad on that, isn't it?
Okay,
Right,
so we're back.
next discussion, it's Dale's turn.
Yeah, I want to approach like one we just discussed. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. About like people you've wronged, or like people like you want to look back and maybe apologise.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is not it.
But like that, just like I've got a few. Like I said
I've
before.
got one massive one, but
Go on, then.
well, look, you
No,
probably know.
it's
No,
Dale.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay, well, Dale's brother. I don't know what he's called.
go on.
Malcolm.
Me and Malcolm were awful to someone one day. Yeah, I totally regret it. Like at school, we used to hide from him and stuff, and we played manhunt once and left him for like 74 hours. I'm not saying.
Let
I
me give you
can't
some
tell
initials.
You.
Do I know him?
You know him, yeah.
Initials. MD.
No, yeah.
Oh,
MD.
really?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you?
Yeah, round it where you.
Well, that you know what? That's just poor fucking bad luck for letting someone take advantage of him like that. But
I
at
know,
the same
but you
time-
still feel bad though. I mean, he'd probably smash my face in now, but well, it would
Well,
smash
well,
my
why-
face.
Where did you leave him?
Did
Or do you not know?
Let me smash him in his face.
Summerfield.
does it swimming?
Something.
No, apparently
Yeah,
you
Westgate.
Oh.
So we had it was
But why was he so? Why did he do? Why was he
it was all Malcolm's fault.
really?
No, it wasn't.
I've seen Malcolm do a few things.
I can imagine.
No, it
because-
wasn't. No, it was both of us. But yeah, I totally regret that because
Well,
he's a good guy.
This
good
heat
guy
is
and
drying my left
chocolate.
eye out.
well, it's one of mine's probably the same as yours. We've done with
Right.
you know what I mean, don't you?
I know what you mean.
Rat face.
We did that like the man up thing, and they were apparently for about an hour and a half they were going cuckoo, cuckoo, like making noises so they get found, but they were just on their own and behind a car going cuckoo. We were at home having our tea by this point.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know.
Shane Ward.
And then another time, same bloke.
Yeah, but you don't feel bad for leaving him, do you?
Well, not so much that, but we were playing a game of whipskies. It was called whipskies, and basically the game was three of us were on bikes with these massive like cane things that we found like the field, so like bamboo cane sort of thing, and the other three people just ran. And if you caught them, you whipped them. Whipskies, right?
I'll just after you finish your story, just come back to me in a minute. You just remind me of something.
Well, basically the same bloke. He tried escaping over a fence with like spikes on it, and the spikes penetrated his jeans and they like basically hooked his leg. So it's like his leg was like up in the air, and he was hooked on the spikes, and his other leg was touching the floor, just about on his tiptoes. And we just surrounded him with whipskies and just whipped the shit out of him. He was like, "Hey, stop it!"
bad for that,
But I remember, yeah, the one
Is that
striker
same person?
felt bad for though. He was sticking his hand out to say, "Stop it!" And I whipped his little finger.
See, don't forget it. It's all laughing.
Well, no, I look back now. I think maybe just a couple of.
It's like fucking putting soap in the sock, innit? Prison.
But he was the guy who always had the stuff that I'd done to him. Like when we used to play football, we used to put a net up, and we used to take the net down, and like we used to like wrap him in it, and tangle him up in it,
Throw him in the sea.
and he'd just be throw him in the dike. And he just had like a few fingers sticking out the edges, going, "All right, lads, enough's enough
love
now.
this.
Enough's enough." He started crying eventually.
That's what's fine.
So that's basically
lovely, that is.
mine. But he did this shit to me. Though,
But
so.
just you learn about like torture and stuff, and you reminded me of bamboo shoes. I'll just tell you two tortures I've learnt this week. Right, what the first one is strap someone to the floor where you can grow bamboo, because bamboo can go
bamboo under the nails.
Foot a day.
it can grow a foot a day.
Oh, yeah,
so
so you
grow
can hear
it
it growing.
and it'll
Like
go.
rhubarb, is it?
But bamboo's a bit stronger, isn't it? So it'll go right through your body.
Got so slowly getting impaled.
Oh yeah, it's like,
Another one is
But would it though?
well, nobody's ever.
You could sharpen
Proved
the
it.
end.
How do you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just heard about it, but nobody's ever.
But it
proved
it'd probably just find another way, maybe.
Do you reckon?
I don't know.
He'd still be right digging into
I
it.
can't imagine.
Should we try that
It would,
experiment?
bamboo. That if it was slightly sharp, it would pierce the skin, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but would it press against you, and then would it just go around
Find
the
it
side?
like any other plant would.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
nature. Nature always finds another way. Just like
Yeah, but no, like the sick bastards, like Kevin said, they probably They probably sharpened it, didn't they, to start off with? So
No. It's grown under. You're on like a flat bit of soil.
It's growing under you.
And then
yeah, but was it not
just
sprouting a bit to start off with? So you could
maybe
sharpen it a bit.
But another one, which is the best one, is called the Spanish donkey. You've heard of this?
Yes.
What you do?
This is your made-up torture.
No, this is
what I used to
torture.
do.
This is what I used to do. I mean, this is what I used to do. Get a guy, right? Get a out of metal or wood or whatever
Has to be a guy.
into a triangle, like a triangle block.
Like one of them horses. That
Like a horse, yeah, but into a triangle,
gymnastics.
and then sharpen the top and sit someone on it, and then tie.
Sharpen the top.
Yeah, so you
Yes,
got the
it's like a
triangle.
pyramid.
Just like a
Yeah, like a
Toblerone,
pyramid.
like a big
Like a
Toblerone.
Toblerone. Top of the Toblerone.
Razor sharp at the top.
Razor sharp.
How would you sit on it though?
No, well, you
Well, they're
put
winched
someone
up
on
on. Their arms are
winched,
winched
yeah,
up.
and lowered down,
No.
and then tie weight to the feet, right, and so it lowers them down, and then every now and again keep putting heavier weights on, and it slowly cut you in half.
Oh.
Anyway, that's a Spanish donkey.
Well, that's not a regret, is it? Do you regret not
No,
doing
no.
I
it?
regret knowing about the Spanish donkey.
I regret doing
That's
that
the Spanish donkey.
to someone, but yeah.
Well, I've got it still haunts me to this day. In summer a few years ago, we went to work on an apple orchard with a couple of mates and his dad.
Is this like whilst travelling Europe?
I was going to say,
Yeah, no, it was,
Was it in Belgium?
it was in Kent.
Rotherham,
We went down Kent for summer to like work on the farms, like picking fruit. And we stayed on this orchard, and this guy turned up with his dog. Had a puppy like, and said hello to us all, and he knew the guy that had the orchard, and he had a caravan on the site, like, in the middle of the orchard somewhere. So anyway, that night we were walking. This lad used to come on and shoot rabbits for the owner, and we were walking back to his house through the orchard, and we came across his caravan, and we just heard him going to town on this dog, like beating.
man,
the
so
fucking
he was
shit out
just
of him.
hearing it then.
Yeah.
You didn't do you didn't beat it down.
And I almost knocked on the door and tried to rescue the dog, but I'm only about 14 or 15. I fucking bottled it.
With animals, or it's like it's
Yeah.
coward, isn't it? Doing that sort of
But it was fucking horrendous.
Said
It was horrendous.
It would absolutely. I'd stick with the guy on the Spanish donkey. After
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and it
Down.
was. I've always regretted not knocking on the door.
Reminds me, you say that reminds me of something like I think it was with the other lad from Easham, going up there one night, and there was a hedgehog, and he saw those lads come in, and he went to like a ball, and I know like one of my mates, fucking knick-knack head, he booted it like a footy, and he went fucking flying. He's fucking laughing, fucking swatting against the fucking garage door.
It'd be fine on hedgehog.
He fucking welling it like a might have dealt it right into a fucking garage door, and it dented the fucking door, and I remember thinking, oh, poor fucking little thing, like. And remember that on the story at the zoo?
Can we get off animals?
Remember, there's one more story. You'll like this story. One more story. It was I heard about this.
SG.
He basically was at a zoo or something, and a horse got a stiffy, and he lobbed a stone and twatted it. Whacked the stone and hit him right in its cock. No, that's actually quite funny then.
Yeah, that's not nice.
So what's yours then,
Sorry.
Dale? Winton.
I always regret having to apologise to Jack.
Yeah.
Well, like that day when I dragged him out of his house to go and get beaten up at the park, that was always a bad one. And then his grandma
You dragged him out of his house?
It was a wanker.
When I went to his house, I was like,
Beaumont Street.
Alright, lads, we're on Beaumont Street.
Start again. So, I went to his house. I said, right, Jeebus.
Jeevers.
And there was apparently some altercation with him.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that.
Start again. There was apparently some altercation between him and Dirk.
Dirk Diggler.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Remember,
I went and just proper manipulated him to come out, like
going to the
to the part where you bullied him.
He didn't want to fight me.
Yeah, and his grandma the next day, had a go at me and fucking.
That's actually one of my regrets, actually, because he didn't want to fight me,
I know.
and I was punching him,
Oh.
and he was like, "Stop it! I don't want to do this."
Yeah.
The whole thing was
Nice
horrible.
guy,
The whole
innit?
thing was horrible.
Do you still speak to him?
But I used to
Lynch mob, wasn't it? The
also I
lynch
used to nick his fucking chocolate bars. at lunchtime.
So it's like bullying this.
I used to
now.
proper bully him. I was like, give us your chocolate bar. Fucking cunt. And the same, but I had my own shit I was going through at the same time. Like, there's no excuse for it. It's fucking nasty. But him. Well, like, he never like, it was always his whole name now.
Gabby Logo.
It was always like, he never had any like ill thing towards me, you know.
Did you speak to him now if you saw him?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, he's a bus driver now.
I would speak to
We know
him.
his profession.
I'd probably say sorry.
Where does he
live? I would say sorry. I'd say
I've seen him bully like someone in the changing room that he should have.
No, yeah, but like that's his problem, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
and he
like,
spotted him.
I'm not about my shit.
Perfect.
I remember once in sixth form, I had to fucking threaten him for money from the other GP.
GP.
Yeah, you know.
What, doctor?
Yeah, doctor.
What, high school?
Yeah, because he was like gambling away in the arcades, and I was like, I had to do the same thing. It was
Fucking
weird.
hell.
Yeah, like,
You nasty man.
Well, so we've just exhausted that topic now.
Did you ever apologise to him?
no, never.
No.
No. And like,
I've never apologised to my person that I should apologise to, but I never see him. And he'll probably smash.
who was it? Alright. Would he?
What?
Would he? Yeah, but
I
if you
think
just
so.
like.
I think he's gone mental.
Is he?
Yeah. Well, I believe.
Because of what he did to him.
Well, no.
No, like,
I think
it'll be down,
probably
some of it will be down to it, probably.
maybe.
Yeah, it will be, of course.
Maybe Malcolm's to blame as well, though.
It's like, and the bomb, and like, there's a good
Stop sharing it.
there's a good theory, yeah, that as well. If anyone wants to look in further into this, like you deal with all your shit now. Like, well, I'm 30, I'm going on 34.
Yeah, you get your
I
regrets
am-
now, don't you?
You know, so like you only start dealing with this shit now, like all the stuff that you went
Because
through
you
as a
can't.
kid.
The thing is, though, it's
Kid.
called regret. But when you're a kid,
It's not.
you just do these things and it just happens. And
Well, it's
you
not-
can't regret it. To be honest,
You can't like.
it's happened, hasn't it? So whatever.
I've had nasty stuff done to me and people being knobheads and that, so it's just sort of
Yeah, everyone has it. So
part of growing up, I think, isn't it?
yeah,
It's just kids as well. They don't give a shit. do they?
exactly. You can't. So you can't really.
Especially
regret
now, I
it,
bet it's
can you?
fucking even worse now.
What?
But it's,
Is it though?
Well, I don't know. It's just.
Because it's all social media now. isn't
I
it?
suppose.
it's
So,
like
yeah,
social
yes,
media,
it's
yeah.
bullying on that, isn't it?
So it's not even like you're all right, I suppose, like because it does not like
Yeah, but
Guess
it
if you
depends,
don't like-
depends how it affects you though, doesn't it?
Kids
Everyone
yeah.
handles it different. People commit suicide over it, don't they?
What? Because it's on the computer.
They could do social care for them, is it?
social.
Well, you don't get
At least
bullied. I know it's
But
like
I'd rather
I know
someone
like
went,
this is an old
"Oh,
school
you're a
thing,
big
isn't it?
Yeah, but normal bullying's
Smash
at
me in the
school, though,
face.
isn't it? You
don't
get bullied
get-
at home, aren't you?
You don't get
in your
kids-
bedroom.
you don't
You
get-
get him on the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't
kids
get you don't
playing
get
out
physically.
anymore. And this is I feel like a right fucking old twat here.
But you
You
are.
don't get kids playing out anymore. And
Building
it's,
site.
it's not like
Get on a building
it's just
site.
bullshit.
Go and play in it.
Like-
Play in it.
Go and
It's
just on
always,
scaffold.
it's always been dangerous playing out, regardless if he was fucking round and about wanting to fucking poke a kid about. But like-
Adam Johnson.
I suppose
Sort of
what's
slander.
the point, you know?
That's
Like,
Sunday, he's admitting
Oh
it.
yeah. He's no, but he's denying he's poked her, though, isn't he? He's saying he's touched her and kissed her.
who, Rolf Harris?
But he's denying the poke. Adam Johnson.
Rough Harris poked Adam
Anna
Johnson.
Bronson.
Adam Johnson plays for Sunderland.
Oh, right.
He's pleaded guilty. He's pleaded guilty to kissing and touching a girl under 16.
Ronnie, you're
Ronnie
But he's
Johnson.
denying penetration.
Just sat in Norway somewhere.
LH was on about this today.
Ronnie
Put your
Johnson.
money, Ronnie.
LH was on about
Doug.
this today.
Oh,
Doug Hanson Ellis. Doug, no one called Doug like Doug Ellis, was he? Doug Frampton or something. Mountjoy. That's another topic, that's a whole new topic.
Deadwood. It's in Deadwood.
Deadwood. No.
That's Mountjoy.
Kenwood.
Mountjoy.
Oh,
He was Ben's, as our landlord. Which Ben, he was called Ronnie Johansson really, he played for Manchester United, left back. But he's our
Centre-back.
landlord. Centre back.
I've got a topic.
Right, go.
Yeah, well, no,
Should we
no,
stop
no,
it?
no, no,
Next
yes,
track,
yeah,
next track.
man,
And then we'll go on to
My
Kevin.
topic.
distracted by the sound. Well, I've seen Mikey play 1,000 times before. His melody was synchronized with perfectly chosen chords. And I caught him playing one evening in the old penitentiary. And he played a song I'd never heard that brought me to my knees. And he played, and he'd say, down. He put songs before his family, who couldn't take it anymore. The sound exists for all his life, I drove him out the door. And I caught him playing one evening in the old penitentiary. And he played a song I'd never heard that brought me to my knees. And he played, and he'd say, when I saw my kids later playing songs in some old hall, wrinkles formed around his eyes that hadn't been there before. And he played a song about losing someone, and the tears fell as he played. Every word was carefully chosen, and his voice began to fade. And he whispered, can you hear the sound? Can you hear the sound? To this day I have heard 1,000 songs and 1,000 words like he sang to the world for no one. And as he lay in his bed with a lifetime of regrets, oh, he played and found the sound.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, keep your eye out for gigs.
Yeah, the big and burner.
Ryan.
Oh, yeah. and watch the band as well.
Okay, we're back. Over to Birds and
Birds.
Kev.
Why not?
Bevan.
It sounds like Bevis. His real name.
Right, my topic is if you were any part of the human centipede,
Oh God.
what would you be and why?
Have you seen this film, Darren?
No, I
David.
understand it. David. I fucking hate that name.
Come on, David.
Personally, I like to be in the middle.
Why?
No, not the middle. That's the worst place I want to
That's
be.
probably the worst. Like,
Because I just love shit.
Obviously,
No, the first one.
the first one.
Yeah,
of course
first
it's
one.
got to be the first one.
Why?
Because then you can eat and then just turn
And
out.
shit.
Yeah, a bit of guilt, a bit of shit.
You don't know.
No, the end.
The end would be.
The end would be the worst one, eh?
No,
You,
when does it
you're
work?
getting double
Because you
double
can't.
digested shit, aren't you?
Can
Well,
you
you're not
turn
getting
it?
revenge, are you? Because you're just shitting. You're not shitting in anyone's
Yeah,
mouth.
that's it. You're at the end. You're just like, you're sitting and eating it, and like say dying.
Yeah, you're going to die first, aren't you? Because all you do is eating actually processed, however many people are there,
Yeah.
turd. Like diarrhea, processed
I
diarrhea.
take it this is a
processed
3-man
diarrhea.
centipede, is it?
3-man centipede, yeah. Well,
Processed
I don't know
diarrhea.
how many do you want.
Well,
the second one is like a prison, isn't it?
He works in like a warehouse, but he does like
that's in the
8
same.
or 9, 10. I think he does about 10 people.
Well, where would you want to be in that one? First one again. But you can't be the first or the end one. Doesn't matter, is it? 7th.
Freemason.
Shush.
What you?
You answer your own question, do you?
I'd be first. Well,
Would you say?
I'd be in the middle because I appreciate the human digestive system.
And recycling as well.
Yeah, and I have an appreciation for it. And I can see what the Nazi German scientist is going for.
Yeah, but that film though.
Is he a Nazi German scientist?
Yeah, but that film again, it's so like, you just think, oh, come on. You know, it's like, you can easily kill him. They're so shit, those two police guys.
Not when you've got
you seen it?
2 people
The
stuck to
first
your
one,
arse.
yeah. No, I mean the 2 police guys who come in.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah,
so
yeah.
shit, aren't they?
First
Yeah, they
You've
are.
got like a guy on the phone nearly
He
there, and he
introduced
still
me to
manages to
the
kill him.
Yeah.
I think.
which I would be. Tusk.
Oh, yeah.
It's not nothing like human centipede, as in like human centipede is just disgusting. Tusk is disgusting. But
Russian.
in a different kind of way.
Disgusting.
Have you seen Tusk yet?
I haven't seen it,
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
You need to watch it.
Why is
Has
it?
anyone seen Tusk?
Describe.
Right, okay. Brief synopsis. I can't speak. Synopsis.
Dushkinov. Dushkinovsky.
Putinevsky.
Placement.
So I'll just
Plays for Chelsea.
do a quick
I'll
Simon
do-
Rushdie.
Quick Vladimir Putin. Right, Jesus Christ. Basically,
So
a bit like
Fleetwood-
human centipede,
Fleetwood Mac.
but yeah, what? It is. Fleetwood Mac's in it.
Yeah, the song.
Is a soundtrack to a part in it that's pretty weird.
Tusk, it's the song, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Isn't that actually the song?
Well thought.
Yeah. The
Sat
songs.
on a meeting table. What song should we have? Tusk? Yes. Let's go.
somebody,
Only if you call
I can't
it
describe it. Just you've got to watch it, haven't you?
You've got to watch it.
You've got to watch it. I can't.
You've got to be there.
If you like human centipede, watch Tusk.
I don't.
Build the film around the song.
I could never watch the Human Centipede based on how you describe it is. I can't put myself through it.
I've never seen that. No, I've never seen
No,
the
no.
third one.
I can't dig those
The
films.
third one.
What about Saw? Do you watch the Saw?
No.
Yeah, the
I
sort
watched the
of-
first one. That was as far as I got with that.
Can't do
Well,
it.
like, do you
Yeah,
watch
they're not that good, to be honest.
Tame compared to the other one.
He's done another one called The Collector. That's pretty good.
That's
like-
in body parts or something.
No, it's about this guy that breaks into a house to rob it, but inside there's a guy already in there who's set like a load of booby traps up in the house, and he's called The Collector. And this guy is trying to get out of the house without setting off the booby traps, but this guy is in there and he's got like human people tied up that, you know, end up getting caught in these traps. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not really.
What do you look for?
Things like
You know, when you're searching for these films, what do you type in? Or is it
I
just
doubt they're just on there.
They're
They're just
just
on a list.
the horror list?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not hard to search for shit anymore, is it?
I mean, I felt a bit wrong typing in then. If I drop a penny off Black Gold Tower, will it kill someone? It's like someone will be like, hey, this guy's putting
Yeah,
something
right.
in.
Sort of watch it.
Helicopter over
Watch
here,
it.
isn't it?
Watch it.
Watch it.
What? So that was a bit like fucking movie reviews, that wasn't it?
Maybe we should have that as a second.
Yeah, Tusk. Human centipede 1, 2 and 3.
Tusk is definitely worth a
Uh,
watch.
Describe Tusk.
Kind of-
Hey,
kind of a
you
Holocaust.
started to and went, you can't. You've got to see it.
Okay, I will, yeah. Right, a guy does a podcast like we're doing now with his mate, and he goes to Canada because this guy's chopped his own leg off with a samurai sword.
Is this whilst he's in the middle of the podcast, he finds this out?
He likes to investigate weird things, basically, in his podcast, right? And this guy sends him a video saying, look at this. And he's doing all this samurai stuff, he chops his leg off, so he thinks, I'll go up to Canada, interview him, and that's our interview for the week. Anyway, he goes up there, and the guy's lost his leg and killed himself because he couldn't deal with being in a wheelchair. So he's like, oh God, what do I do? So he goes to a bar, and he's like, oh, I'm drinking. Right, I'll go home tomorrow. And then he goes to the toilet. There's a letter on the notice board in the toilet, or somewhere near the toilet. It says, I have lots of interesting stories, and I have somewhere for you to stay, and blah de blah de blah. Ring this number. So he rings a number. It's like an old professor guy, and he says, "Come on." So he drives up there.
Actually reading the script to us.
Goes to, yeah, sorry, I'm boring you. Yeah, anyway.
Wait,
and he goes,
I was imagining it.
okay,
He's intrigued now.
yeah, so I'm
Keep it going.
describing that. So he goes to the house, and the professor guy's in a wheelchair. He's like, "Yes, come and sit down. You can stay here and have a whiskey and whatnot." And no, have a cup of tea. That's it. Have a cup of tea. So he has a cup of tea. And as he's having his cup of tea, he's telling about a story about when he was in the war, and he's got all these artifacts on the wall, like a big, it's a big tusk in it, I think, to start with. And he's like, "Yes, well, in the war, I was on a ship and got blown up, and all the sharks ate all my sailor mates and all this stuff, but I survived because this walrus dragged me to this island." Anyway, I became friends with this walrus for months and shipwrecked and all this lot, and in the end I had to kill the walrus and eat him to survive. And then the ship came and got me and all this lot, and yeah, so it babbles on. And then the guy who's had the tea collapses because he's drugged in. And then the guy wakes up and goes, he's in a wheelchair, he's like, "Hello, you've woken up and look at your leg," and he chopped his leg off. And he's in a wheelchair, he's got no leg.
I like the way he said that. And there's a bit of drama to it.
He's got no leg, and then he goes, "My leg, where's my leg?" He's like, "Well, a brown recluse spider came and bit it, so I had to chop your leg off before the poison went to your heart." And he's like, "Oh, okay, but I need to speak to the doctor. I need to speak to the doctor. Let me out." And he's like, "No."
Easily convinced,
The doctor's on his rounds. "Well, he needs to come round and I need a telephone." "You don't need a telephone."
Is this all like a surreal setting or what?
In like a big mansion, like in the middle of nowhere.
And he
Anyway.
falls for this. Is he,
Anyway,
is
so
he
he-
convinced because he's a scared?
No, he's drugged as well, so he's like, and
So he's in and out.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
in
the
and out.
Sylvester Stallone face for all you listeners out there.
He's in and out.
he's in and out, he don't know what's going on, don't know what's going on. So anyway, then he like,
Oh, fizzed up.
he got,
With bang.
He's fizzed me cold
talking
up.
about his willy.
Fizzed up Willie.
Anyway, he goes to, they have a meal at this big table, and he works out what's going on, he's keeping it there. And he goes, "You are correct," and blah blah blah. Goes round, knocks him out again. When he wakes up, he's chopped off both his legs.
I just wanted
and he's on an operating table, right?
I just wanted a brief idea what the film was about. You told us that actually about the
Basically,
whole
Larry
film.
Norman.
basically, right? He's kept the walrus that
Paul
saved
Bags,
him.
Paul Bags movie hour.
In the start, when the walrus saved him, and he had to eat the walrus. He kept the walrus.
You have to kind of relive that guy's.
He kept the walrus, right, and he wanted to recreate the walrus again. So basically, he's chopped his legs off, chops his tongue off, straps the old walrus's body that he's kept to the human's body. So he's got little hands that are strapped. His feet are strapped together like a tail kind of thing, a flipper. And he's took the tongue off. He's put the tusks into his face. And he's got a self-built tank in his house that he puts him into, chains him up. But because he's chopped the tongue off, when he talks to him, he goes, it sounds like a walrus.
That's a dolphin, isn't it?
Well, whatever.
How's he breathe underwater?
Well, that's it. He trains him. He feeds him fish, and
Why
then
do you fish at him?
throws fish at him, and then eventually he says, "You're gonna have to learn to swim," and he just chucks him in the swimming pool. Well, obviously he's got a massive walrus body, no hands, legs, feet strapped together. Anyway, so he survives the swimming, and then the Tusk music comes on for Fleetwood Mac, and then that's it. And then what happens is he's got a walrus costume as well. Well, not a costume, a real walrus that he gets inside and never fight. And the theme music's on. No, on the side of the water. They have a fight
To the song of Tusk. Like Fleetwood Mac.
How do they hit each other? Like tails? Tail each
like
other?
tusks and stuff, like headbutt.
awful.
Anyway,
Yeah, like
Screwed the teeth in his
anyway,
mouth.
we're getting here. We're getting
so
somewhere.
like
Anyway,
like goats head.
the guy that he captured beats him and starts getting his tusk and smashing it through his heart and kills the guy. And by this time, his podcast mates come up from America with his girlfriend and found the house. They burst in and they've seen him and gone, "Oh my god, what the hell's going on?" and then he's like, he can't speak, he's a walrus, and then it cuts off, doesn't it?
He's trying to say, I am the walrus.
It cuts off, and it goes 1 year later, and they've got a swimming pool, and they've got a little hut for him, and they visit him every year and bring him some fish.
Fucking hell.
Happy
ending then.
But then he says at the beginning of the film, he's like, I never cry, and then as they're leaving, he has a little tear, and then it ends. That's it.
I'm looking up now.
That's Tusk.
And that is Tusk.
That's Tusk in
And
a nutshell.
You have to watch it now. I'll tell you all about it.
Fucking
That was about 15 minutes long.
a walrus nutshell.
Well,
walnut
is that 15?
shell.
Oh well, we've still got a few more.
Walnut sharp.
A walnut shell.
What?
I'm looking up Tusk now.
A walnut shell.
It's got a bit randomness. All I did was walnut shell. Right, well...
What do you mean?
I think we can do this song.
I was trying to think of a big shell, but the biggest nut I could think of was walnut.
Okay.
Why do you want to look at walnut?
What's the biggest nut you can think of? Coconut.
Conversation with yourself. Right, so well, coming towards the end of the show.
We are, but we've still got a few minutes left.
Yeah, just doing like a nice review. What do you reckon?
So which body part would you be at? You said a feedback.
You're only as good as your last comment. What?
Which?
End the show on coconut. That's
What
a
body part would
good
it
way
be?
to know.
Yeah,
you got to end it
which
like that.
person?
You got to end it on what's the biggest nut you know. A coconut.
Out of the centipede, the human centipede.
Oh right, yeah.
That seems fucking ages ago, doesn't it?
The first.
I feel like I've watched that whole film.
What Tusk? Yeah, you should still watch it though.
That was the question, wasn't it? The start.
Yeah, well, that was going to be the beginning, aren't they? They've got to be. How would you be?
You should exclude the beginning though. You're not allowed to be the beginning.
Okay, if you're at the beginning, would it be
Second.
second? Yeah, of course you would. Yeah.
I suppose you would be second because you'd want it over and done with as soon as possible.
No, but
Yeah,
How
but
they tell you to
think
figure
about
that
your
one
second
out?
though. You've got the weight of everybody else on your ass. Going. You
have got lips, haven't you?
pulling your ass.
So
But you got the 8 people pulling at your ass.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, oh, the fucking
I wonder if you
stitches.
could get him to do like the conga.
Or maybe like by the last one, you might not get anything. If there was 10 of you, and if you were the last one, you know what I mean?
That's a good
You
point
might not
actually.
get any.
Yeah, but what if
Yeah,
you got
because
injected
constipation,
with
You might just
laxative?
all die, and then you'd be total sound.
That's it by the
Although you
fourth one, it'd be constipation,
what
wouldn't
would
it?
you rather have, though? Your mouth sewed to an arsehole, or your arsehole sewed to a mouth?
Yeah.
What?
That's the question, isn't it?
I have seen it, but what happens to their arms?
Ass to a mouth, I think.
What did that happen to the hands? Can you not like?
You think?
If you're a last person, can you not pick the stitches out? Because
Not
they're
sure.
like that,
I
aren't
think
they?
about it.
So I just thought I'd try and pick the stitches out.
It might be a nice eye.
Yeah, but your skin's fused, isn't
It'd
it?
be nice,
I know,
wouldn't
but I'd rather rip his face off like and get
So
away
the
with
ass is
it.
nice,
Like,
isn't it?
Just
I'm
sort of
like,
get your tongue in there, mate.
Predator.
but like a skate.
Can I nose your ass?
Tongue in there. So, arse to mouth, or mouth to arse? That's the real question.
Arse to mouth, mouth to arse.
What would you rather have?
Probably arse to mouth.
Ass to mouth.
Yeah, I don't want my mouth to arse. I'd rather have my arse to a mouth.
You want someone else's ass in your mouth?
No, the other way around. I want my arse to a mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Same.
Same thing, yeah.
Well, it's not really.
Someone else's
It's
mouth
my mouth's
and your
different to me.
arse. Someone else's mouth and your arse.
Yeah. In a film. Like.
Steve-O centipede.
Steve O.
Who uses those?
Steve-O
You can tell us about. You can tell us about that film next week.
Yes.
Oh, well, on that note, should we call it a day there? Thank you for listening to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Lots of great chat. Thank you to my co-presenters, Dale.
Bye.
Callbag.
See you later.
And our special guest, what was it again? Kevin.
Sad sack.
Kevin Webster.
Sad sack.
Sad sack. Kevin Webster. Thank you for
Is he
your.
already bringing Danger Mouse back?
Yeah, they've done it already.
Is it?
He's got a
Danger Mouse?
cyborg guy
Oh.
instead of a patch.
Has he?
Yeah, that's going to stray, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's actually.
Anyway, thanks a lot. Anyway, and
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining the sign off.
leave any comments if you want to.
And
Hashtag.
if you like the Glass Poppies,
Yeah.
Facebook.
Get us a record deal.
Check out the Glass Poppies and
Playing tomorrow
I'd
night.
like to be big in China, Japan,
if you like
Vietnam.
Chinese
Rotherham.
bands.
Rotherham.
Do you like massive Japanese tits?
See you later.
Taylor Durkee, Paul Bag and Kevin Webster getting together for your listening pleasure. Pick a topic, say what we like. We're basically sitting round and talking shite. Woo!